Hi, I'm Chef Raphael and welcome to today's video. This is part of the series of cooking with cheese, and today's recipe is really delicious. It's something I've done some time back, the first time I did it, and it is actually twice baked potato skins. Now, they are loaded, you can even call it loaded baked potato. It has beef bacon, it has mozzarella on the top and also on the inside. And how it looks on the inside, there it is. So you have bacon on the inside, also some cheese, some spring onions. On this video, you'll learn how to cook them in a microwave oven. So I'll show you the trick on how to do it when you're cooking in the microwave oven, but you can definitely cook them in the normal oven. And also how to get it from boring potato to something like this, that when you bite, heavenly. Watch till the end, you see how simple it is to make. Let's get cooking. So welcome to the show. Now, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so that you're notified whenever I have a new video out, especially when you hit the bell button. And this video is part of a series that I'm doing with cooking with cheese. I'm using Sirimon mozzarella cheese today. And before we get to the recipe, you can actually find Sirimon cheese in major outlets here in Kenya, in either Naivas, Carrefour, or Quickmart, and also online on sirimon.co.ke. The cheese is actually halal, and it's also made with vegetarian rennet, which makes it suitable for vegetarians. And for the recipe today, we have the ingredients. Before I talk about the cheese, we have bacon. Right here I have the main ingredients. So we have beef bacon. I'm actually using beef bacon. If you can't find it, you can also use the regular bacon. I have whole potatoes. Now, when you're doing with potatoes, try and make sure you get even sized potatoes so that they actually cook at the same time. And that's it. I'll show you where we'll use the bacon a little bit later. The first thing you want to do is to cook the potatoes. We want them to be baked potatoes. Now, today I'll show you how to cook using the microwave. You can actually use the same procedure in the normal oven, which is take a fork and then make holes. They can be slightly deep into the potato like that on various sides, like 5 different incisions around the potato. What this does is actually helps the potato cooks from inside, especially when you're cooking in the microwave. The microwave cooking cooks from the inside out. When you poke the holes, the steam from the potatoes, as it cooks, it will escape through the holes. And this will also be applied when you're cooking it in the oven. It cooks faster when you make the holes like this. And again, even when you're adding salt, which will not do, some of the salt will seep into the potato like that. So that's the first thing you want to do for all the potatoes. And the first cooking process is put them in the microwave. Now, depending on the size of potato, time will be different. For mine, I'll tell you, after I'm finished, I'll tell you how long it actually took. But the thing you need to look out for when you're cooking in the microwave is that it needs to be soft, when you press it. Of course, not too soft, just soft enough like you know that it's cooked. If you're using the normal oven, it will take about 40 minutes. But for the microwave, it's much faster, and that's why I'm going for that option. So potatoes are ready. They took about 15-16 minutes. Now I have one piece that is smaller than the other. So what that meant, literally, like I had said earlier, if they are the same size, cook them together. If you have 5 pieces, it probably will take longer. If you have 2 pieces, it will take a shorter time. Again, how you know it's cooked, literally it will be soft. When you press it, that's what you want. You just want it to be soft on the inside, just like any baked potato. What happens if the holes are not enough, or maybe it's too much heat in the microwave, it will actually pop open like this. And it's because how our microwave works, it actually cooks from the inside out. So then that's why it makes it faster to cook them in the microwave for like baked potatoes like this. So what you're going to do now is to cut them into two. I have my grated cheese already. I have the bacon here nearby. So what I'm going to do is to cut them into half like that for all of them. So definitely cooked. That's all I wanted. Now try and make sure that the skin stays intact. That's the key thing. And also that's why even when you choose the potatoes, you choose bigger ones. And when you clean them, what I did, I forgot to mention that, you clean them with a green pad. Just make sure it doesn't have any soap. You scrape them completely until they are clean. And now for the potatoes, what happens is take a bowl and then using a spoon, what I'm doing is creating a small barrier along the skin. So as you scoop the potatoes, you do not want to scoop it completely to the skin, especially if you're not sure about the potato type you have. Leave some small layer of the potato. This one is hot. So I'm going to continue until I'm finished with all the potatoes, and then I'll talk about the cheese. So the potatoes are ready. By the way, this is one way you can make mashed potato. Instead of boiling, you can bake them, and then when you scoop out the flesh, you can make mashed potato from this. Let me talk about the skin. Now, the reason why I was saying that you should leave some potatoes is to avoid a scenario whereby you get holes or it tears like this. And in case this happens, not to worry, you still have this to hold the potato that will put back into this. And again, the reason why you want to do that is to avoid having a light layer. But all this is also dependent on the potatoes that you use. And this potato type is good. It's not waxy, so it's perfect for this. So what is left now? Let me talk about the cheese first. Now, mozzarella cheese, like the Sirimon mozzarella cheese, has a nice flavor. It's not salty, it's not plain, it's just perfect. And how it's made, actually, they make it by hand and stretch it, so it's a soft cheese, and it's perfect for this purpose. And of course, when you cook it, it will have that nice stringy effect, and that's why when I went for the mozzarella for this recipe. Now what is left now is to bring everything together. So I'll grab my cooker and then I'll cook this again. First I'll cook the bacon and then put the potatoes, a little bit of cream, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I'll put it back to the potato skins ready for baking. So now I have a hot pan. I've added a little bit of oil because beef bacon tends to have less fat. So I've added a little bit of oil so that the beef bacon will actually cook. Now I want it to cook until it's nice and crispy. And you do that on high heat. You want it to be crispy. I'm going to add a little bit more oil. You can also add butter, especially when you're adding the potato, which is what I want to do right now. So introduce the potato to the bacon. I'm going to add salt and pepper. completely mixed, I'm going to add a little bit of cream. You can also add milk just to make it a little bit light, easier to work with. So cream or milk. And when it's completely mixed, I'm going to add a little bit of cream. You can also add milk just to make it a little bit light, easier to work with. So cream or milk. And finally, I'm going to add the grated, not all of it, a little bit of the grated mozzarella. I'll leave some to put on top of the potatoes. So mix it, and maybe you can also add a little bit of spring onions or chopped onions. Spring would be better. Then mix. I've already turned off my heat. You can see the cheese pulling into the potato. So now what you do is take this and scoop back into the potato. Now you can first put a small amount, a level amount on all, and then in case the potato is left, you can always add slightly more of whatever is left so that it has a small dome. But this should be enough. So I'll put all of them, and then before we put it in the oven, we'll see how it looks. Now loaded back into the skin, a little bit of cheese on each. Now this cheese will melt on top of these potato skins. I've tasted the bacon. The beef bacon is surprisingly good. And the thing about bacon, any bacon for that matter, it's about the smoky taste. So that's what I wanted on this. You can skip the bacon for sure to make it vegetarian. You can also add vegetables, I think, to it, so long as you brown them. So again, the idea is to have the potato covered with cheese, the top. Now I'm going to transfer this into I'm actually going to cook this in an oven, just the top heat of the oven. Again, if you are still using a microwave and you have the grill function, you can use the grill function of the microwave oven for this. For the grill function, you definitely need to raise the potatoes on the stand that it usually has. So raise it so that it grills. So now into the oven it will go, and this will take about 5 minutes on a very, very hot top part of the oven. And then when they are ready, can't wait to dig in. Wow, 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 this is exactly what I wanted. Perfect color. Now mozzarella, it's that nice brown color which covers the top of the potato. Now remember, when you're putting it in the oven, now this for sure now takes a shorter time to do it, especially if you've already preheated your oven. We don't want it to cook, it's already cooked. All we want is for the cheese to melt. It's even stuck. So just choosing 2 pieces that I can put on my plate. You can serve, you know, 1 piece per person or 2, and then maybe even to finish it, to garnish it. I love the color. I had mozzarella on the inside, so you can put a little bit of spring onion to garnish, some green like that maybe. I have some red diced peppers as well, just to garnish. There you have it. It's as simple as that. One thing I wanted you to learn, whatever I wanted you to learn on this recipe, is the part for baking, doing the baked potato in the microwave. Remember I said you can still use a normal oven, but microwave is much faster. In case you don't have the oven to finish off this part, probably use the microwave oven. You can still get this effect using the grill function of the microwave. And if yours doesn't have a grill function, you can still finish them off in the microwave. The only difference is that the cheese will melt. The only difference is that you not get this nice crusty brown color if you're using just the regular microwave oven. So it's as simple as that, and I hope you've learned something new. I can't wait to dig in. This recipe, I first made it some years back when I started doing recipes on my Facebook page. And by the way, if you have not followed me on Facebook, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as Chef Raphael. So let me dig in, and until next time, goodbye.